Hello. So this time is a little bit different. Obviously, if you can't tell, like I'm holding the camera. um, it's also a little bit later than I usually do the videos, so it's actually really, really hot out here. But anyway, so I was going through and trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about today, and God kind of put it on my heart to talk about the difference between Old Testament, New Testament, and in the law and some other things. But anyway, so the concept here is that in the Old Testament there's a law, and there's, I don't even remember how many. There's like 600 and some odd laws that actually exist in the Old Testament. Not just the 10 Commandments. And then we find out that with all these laws that the Pharisees and Sadducees bring to Jesus some of the laws and say, hey, what do you say about this? And like one of them was, what do you say about murder? And Jesus said, well, murder's bad. He said, but if you hate your brother, you've already committed murder in your heart. So not only did he say that murder was wrong, because it is, but he also kind of took it a step further and said, basically, look, if you even hate somebody, you're basically murdering them. And then they talked about adultery, and he said, yeah, adultery is bad, but if you lust after somebody else, you've already committed adultery in your heart. So God, or in that moment, Jesus wasn't just looking at the sin itself, the actual problem. He was looking at the root cause, what was actually causing the sin, the hatred, the adultery. On the other side of this, we have something good like tithing. Tithing is brought up in the Old Testament. Most people bring up Melchizedek. A lot of people bring up Malachi, talking about tithing, and all that's true. That's all good. Something you definitely need to do. But in the New Testament, Jesus is waiting by the offering box, if you want to call it that, and he's watching these people put in tons of money, and then this widow puts in 2 small copper coins, and Jesus says that the widow gave more than any of the rich people did, and everybody, that's watching is like, really? Weren't you seeing what happened? And he says, look, the rich people gave out of their riches. They had millions of dollars, so them putting in, $10,000 isn't that big a deal. But the widow gave 2 copper coins, and that's all she had to live on. Like, she can't even go and buy food now because she has no money. She gave more of herself. She gave out of her poverty. Not only that, but we're also told that we are to be living sacrifices. Literally, our bodies are to be sacrifices that we give to God. And it just reminds me, in the same vein, that in the Old Testament, God was asking for a tenth, a tithe of our life, of our finances, of our skills, of our everything. And in the New Testament, He's asking us for everything. He's asking us to give it all. He's asking us for our lives. He's asking us to just be be fully devoted to Him and not just give 10% of ourselves. So again, I hope you're really liking these videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, all the fun things that YouTube has to offer. Or if you're seeing these on Facebook, you can like and comment underneath the videos. Please share them as well with anybody that you think would be blessed by this. And I will see you later.